Oh, wow.
So I don't know what's going on. I looked it up and it says you can watch it on FA Player, but then I hit FA Player and it just says listen live. But Sunderland and Crystal Palace, you can listen and watch. Tottenham and Everton, you can watch. So it's just like, are they doing this again? Is this a whole another set of technical difficulties? It's just incredibly frustrating how this happens every single time against City. It's like, what is going on?
And the crazy thing is that this is the bigger game, like by far.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, we're trying to figure out how, as Americans, we can watch this match because
Let's
even
check
on FA
Paramount
Player,
Plus because it
and
says
that,
like XUK check local listings. I'm looking on Paramount Plus now. Sports.
okay,
Uh,
DT3 did say Paramount Plus.
yeah, that's where it is. Okay,
Okay, well,
now we know.
okay, cool. Well, at least I know that's what app it is. It's gonna take a moment for it to load up on my TV because Paramount Plus is slow, but at least I know it's somewhere. All right, cool. Appreciate. Hey, everybody else can figure it out. Right now, we just got to figure us out. I just threw my scarf on under my robe. Like, this is the vibes. Um, 2 days in a row. Hey, Manchester, we're up bright and early. Thank you. Can you guys have a later match next week? Is that happening? Let me look right now. Welcome to our Manchester City U.S. Representative SOB FanFest Live Kickoff Show. We out here. Uh, our our Man City women, they are traveling to Meadow Park, and they are playing the Arsenal women. Okay, cool. Next week, the men play at
Plus
11:30.
international break.
Well, for women. So
So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But men, they play at 11:30. So cool. Sleep. Oh, what's that like? Oh goodness. Um, yeah, let's. How are you feeling? I mean, we're gonna hop into the matches, but we got time. How are you personally feeling? You're on your spring break officially. Like, what's the
You
last?
know, man, it's I think spring break, yeah, that Sunday before is the first day because you don't have to go to work the next day. So it's like,
Mm,
like Friday just felt like a day off, but now it's like, oh, I really don't have to see children for another week. Um, and that is great. Went out last night for a little date night in LA. So I got back. I'm on like 3.5 hours of sleep right now, but I feel good. The women got me hyped. Um, hey Kate, what up, Kate? Um,
yay!
we're here and we're excited. The Arsenal manager was talking earlier this week, so I'm very excited for this match.
Right? And it will be very interesting to see if they like how City are gonna play. Like, do you think Bunny is gonna try to score 3 goals? But like last week, Bunny wasn't the goal scorers. Like we scored a few, and Bunny really wasn't in any of that stuff. So the person just obviously talks out of their butt. Hey, look at me cleaning myself up. Hey, progress, progress,
Growth. We love
progress.
growth. Quick changes.
um, man, shout outs to everybody in the comments already rocking with it. Let's see if we got anybody on YouTube's. If you out there, hi, hello, how you doing? Uh, I am on the YouTube, so if you guys want to throw in a comment there, people on Twitter, you're kind of on your own. I'm not shuffling through all that. It makes my brain hurt. But let's pull up this women. That's not the link. Man, city, women, copy, link to tweet.
All right, here we go.
So Roebuck, Morgan, Houghton, Greenwood, Alexandri, Hasagawa, Angadal, Coombs, Kelly, Hemp, and Shaw. It like took me a moment. I was just like looking at all this and I was like, oh, interesting. This is a fun team. I guess you know how I feel. We got Shaw in there. We got our girl Hasagawa in there. What else really could you ask for? I mean, obviously, seeing Houghton and Greenwood brings me a level of peace also. Um, what does this team say to you, Sharpie?
I mean, this is the team that took it right to Chelsea, that showed up and laid a marker last week. Like we did the watch along shots to Shea Butter FC, and we can't make excuses for the other team. Like, oh, they were coming in on short rest and yada yada yada. Like, no, they put out a great 11 that was top of the league, and we said, okay, we see you, and we don't care. And so I am extremely confident in this lineup that we have what it takes. Earlier in the season, I was skeptical and more so like not anti our players, just like the league is too big. It's hard to come back after those early losses. Third place is good enough for me. But now I'm like, no, no, no. Top two is definitely in reach. We control our fate, and today's 3 points is going to be, it's there for the taking. Like we can compete with Arsenal. So I love it. What about you? What sticks out?
So, Felipa Engeldahl, with the news that she may or may not be leaving, I'm actually, and like, it's good to see she's on here. Not only is she on here, they have her face is on the starting 11 for Man City. So, is this like a one last chance to kind of see where you fit, or is this despite what we hear and what you're saying, we still love you? I mean, I don't know. It's just interesting. I feel like it's purposeful. Is it not? Um, so I guess that'll be kind of interesting to see how hot she comes into this match, especially because I don't know, with the idea that a transfer, not transfer, a loan is looming over you. That's something, I don't know, that would take my attention away, I guess. But
Hmm.
other than that, we're playing better. We like the best run of form in the WSL. They are 3-1-1 in the last five. We're undefeated in our last five. Uh, we've won all five because undefeated still means draws, I guess, in football. That's the part that confuses me the most. Goal difference, we're still, I mean, we're getting there actually, but it's we're still pretty far back there. I hate seeing United in front of us. Very tight race. This is technically a match in hand for Arsenal. So uh, if we beat them, they sit at 35 points. We sit at 38 points. This is a good way to completely shut them out. Like, obviously, there's more matches to play, but we for a lot of the season, like you said, we were chasing them, and we were optimistic because this is the team we love. But we saw all the change that happened in the summer. There was a lot of movement we had to do. We were still iffy about gas at that moment, and to see where they are now. The video that I shared on our page of Yui and Bunny just like goofing about, I feel like we see the change in the play, and it's stuff like that. Like, yeah, you got to get to know the players. You got to know, like each other. With the men's team, earlier when we would kind of mention how sometimes when the B team players would come on when the men were struggling, they would do a little bit better because you could tell that they were practicing a lot more together. And the time off, that's us getting knocked out, the men getting knocked out of the competitions they did, the women getting knocked out of the competitions they did. That's unfortunate, but that means more practice time. So I think we're seeing them come together now nearing the end of the season. And that is what I love to see.
As do I. And something that just hit me is that I think you put it on Twitter or somebody did. I saw it. It was like we're getting lucky. It is a lucky thing to catch a second team in a row coming off a midweek game.
Mm.
Um, huge. It's a huge like advantage because they had to try. I believe they had to play Bayern Munich, tough game. They won 2-0. They looked great. I watched some of it, but that's still extra miles in your legs. Um, Whereas us, we are just training throughout the week. Minimal travel, if nothing, until probably yesterday. Heading down to London. Um, So I think like that is an advantage. And if we can jump on Arsenal the same way we jumped on Chelsea and really just go at the press, um, cause havoc, let those eights come up, and Coombs and Engeldahl, and support the front three of Kelly Shaw. Like I feel like there's things for I think today Bunny gets her goal that she didn't get last week. Not that it was needed, but I
Yeah.
feel like I think Leah Williamson will be in for a long day. That's all I'm gonna say. The
Yeah.
England captain, the Arsenal captain, she's got some work to do today. Yeah, their hands will be very full. Do you have the Arsenal lineup?
Yeah, I have it pulled up and I can pull it up. I wanted to say shout out to CaliKid89 on the YouTubes.
Oh, what up? What
And
up?
yeah, Amy saying it's on Paramount Plus. And DT3, yes, people can definitely not say we are dedicated. We love this team because we're up bright and early. I'm not too familiar with this Arsenal squad. I've watched us play them before, and the only thing I got out of it is Blackstenius is such a fantastic footballing name, and she does a good job playing with such a great name. I mean, that's all I got for you. So, I mean, I can read the lineup, but how they look, how they play, all that other teams, I don't have for them. And obviously, Tom Bomb is resting up from a car crash. He's fine, but he's usually the one who can help us. So hope this is where you gotta step up, Charlie, or else, just
All right.
we. So
I got a little something.
D'Angelo,
You read the lineup. I got a little something. Little something.
let's go. D'Angelo, we're just trying to make you proud, Tom. D'Angelo, Merritt's, Woban Moy, and also if I butcher any of these names, my apologies.
I got you.
Raphael, McCabe, mm, Williamson, Walty, Manum, Pelova, Ford, and Blackstenius. They got some pretty badass names, so that makes me a little nervous. But I mean, other than that, I love my team. I'm proud of them. I think they win. I mean, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but yeah, Sharpie, what you got?
So midweek, when they played Bayern Munich, they were up 1-0 going into the match, which isn't a huge advantage. Um, but they did have a home match. This is that they played at the Emirates, which it was an awesome scene. Like you could tell, like the supporters were out there, the Gunners were out there, um, and they jumped on them early. They got 2 goals in the first half. One from the first from Frida Manum, which was assisted by Leah Williamson, and the second from Stina Blackstenius, assisted by Katie McCobb. So those goals happen in 7 minutes. So like once you go up 2-0, you don't have to worry about really doing anything. You're already up 3-0 in aggregate. Really, the rest of the match, you're just making sure you don't give up 3 goals. But if you go back to 321 against Bayern, I think that match was a little bit more hotly contested. It was a 1-0 win. They got a goal right before half, in the 39th minute by Leah Schuler. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Bayern was up 1-0. So Arsenal came in down 1. They won 2-0. My apologies. But the point is that they have players. Like Maxinius is legit. Jill Ford is legit. Maynham who got the goal. Like they have some shooters. I think I will say when I look at the back line, their fullbacks against our our wingers, I like our chances. Um, early in the season we played them in February. We won 2-1, and so I feel like we have the ability to find joy against them. I'm actually trying to go back now and see what happened in that match because I do not remember it. Oh, that was when Lauren Hemp got the early goal, like 4 minutes in, and then Chloe Kelly got one right before halftime. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
and they're playing a very similar lineup, except back then they were working with a back three. They were doing kind of like a 3-4-3, wing back situation, possibly back five. So I think now they've evolved to like a pure like 4-3-3. So they
Mm,
are pushing up more than they were. Every team evolved. That was almost 2 months ago at this point. Um, so I think they're rounding into form. Like you can't take away from beating a team like Bayern Munich, who actually, if you follow the Frau Bundesliga, Bayern Munich just took it to Wolfsburg. So like that's where Georgia Stanway went. For our citizens who know, she left us gone but never forgotten. And she's been having a really great season over there. They're doing pretty well in their domestic cup, Bayern Munich. So like Arsenal, it's not gonna be easy. I don't think we do what the men did yesterday. I'm wearing the same jersey for the same vibes, but I don't think we're not going to beat anybody 4-1 today. Um, we get the 3 points. It'll be a hotly contested match. I don't see more than a 1 goal differential today. How's it looking for you?
see, and I feel that our team has been kicking all this butt through vibes alone. So we finally have the like locker room, like the board material, like what that Arsenal manager basically said that it's the Manchester City Bunnies. I'm almost positive, like Steph Houghton, Greenwood, they're like there's some players on that team that like for real should take huge insult to that because like yeah we're playing all these goals but people aren't scoring on us like there is a level of full team dominance that we have when we are playing against teams. um, so yeah, I see at least 2 goals, but I don't see any more than four. And if we get four, that means it's a back and forth match, which might stress me out a little bit. But if it does end up becoming one of those like fun matches, I could see us winning 4-2, but I could see us winning like 2-0. I still think we keep this clean sheet. I think they're going to come in because I think that was what the WSL's tweet was, that the ladies have game faces. Like they had some photos. I think it was Greenwood, and it was one other player. I want to say it was Chloe Kelly, but they looked focused and they were just like white zip ups. They were all matching and everything. They looked in the zone. And I love that. They know what they need to do, and if they somehow find a way to like win the league along with the men, oh my god! Do you know how stupid we're gonna be on this pod for the next year?
Okay, let's not pump the brakes.
Hey,
Let's stay in the moment, Crunk. Let's
it's
stay in the
so early.
moment.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that.
I wanna go to the chat real quick. Kate said a couple things. First, she said it's gonna be a tough contest, but with our confidence, it should be high, and we can and we'll win this. She also added that Yui. Oh, we love Yui. What's that? Roger with a ponytail, just 5'2" Roger. Yui and him figuring it out in the mid early would be key. Yeah, Yui, Coombs, Engeldahl, they got a Boston mid. But I have a fun stat for you. Like the Sharpie, like the stats. If you look at Arsenal's WSL form, they have not won 3 points against any of the other top teams in the league. Let's take it back for you. When they played their first match against Man U, they lost 3-2 in November. When they played Chelsea, they drew 1-1 in January. When they played us in February, they lost 2-1. And they still have the return fixtures coming up after the international break. First game back against Man U at Man U, and then the second to last match is at Chelsea. So Arsenal's a team that's been beating up on people. That's how they have that plus 29 goal differential. All power to them, but it's not against the best teams. But we've beaten Chelsea. We've beaten Arsenal. we we've drawn against Man U. So all I'm saying is we got the better record. They got the Europeans. That situation's great. We love a good European, UWCL situation, but this ain't that. You know, um, And so I'm very intrigued to see how they react to our level of play, this incredible unbeaten streak in the Premier in WSL. Are you ready to mess with the big dogs? Because if they drop 3 points here, they're behind the eight ball now, even with a game still in hand. They got to see Man U, like I said, they got to see Chelsea. You're not winning both of those. So this is really for them. This is their top three moment. As crazy as it sounds, if they do not win today, there's no way Arsenal's getting top three. But if we win today, we are able to control our fate. We will only need a draw. We have 5 more matches remaining. We will only need a draw against Man U, which we can definitely get. And definitely going to go for the 3 points because, that's how we roll. But I like the fact that
Let's go.
we have our fate in our hands.
Let's
And
go.
what more can you want, That's the energy. That's the vibes.
I'm
Let's get
ready.
into that time, Crump. How you feeling? What's your prediction?
Yeah. Okay. So no, I'm 2-0. I think we're shutting them out. I think this is a statement win. The Like you said, we don't have the UWCL to get in. And Arsenal, they're so close. Do they want to slip up? I know that match is some time from now, but they could be turned off. That's a lot of energy that they just got done playing, like you said, in the Wembley. And now they're in Meadow Park. They're playing against a team. It's an uphill chase. If they win next year, they automatically make it in next year, right? So they wouldn't have to worry about their placement in the WSL. I This could be a match where we just hit them early and they they do what Chelsea did last week and they just pull their players early and they're just like, hey, let's rest our stars and let's see what we can do. But 2-0, we out here.
I think he pushes very hard, Jonas, because of the international break coming up. I think they're just like, hey, we can leave it all out on the pitch. We're at home. They can use those home supporters. So I think it's very similar to Liverpool yesterday. I think with the men, I think they get an early goal, and I think that then we come back. Our possession, our power. The wingers have a field day. God bless, Arsenal's fullbacks for having to deal with Chloe Kelly and Lauren Hemp for 90 minutes, and then possibly getting, Dana Castellanos to come in as a sub. I see 2-1 City, 3 points. This is what we do. I hope we made Tom proud. I hope we were able to give a little bit of insight. Love you, Tom, miss you. But, we're not you. We can never do the big blue baddies the justice you do. But over the course of the year, I think we've built up enough,
We getting there. I
enough
at least got
knowledge.
some training wheels on. At least,
Hey,
a little shaky though.
yeah, I think this is easier to talk about Arsenal than it would be like to talk about like West Ham. I ain't gonna lie. If we had West Ham, I'd be like, I don't know. I ain't got it for you. We'd have just been cooling it. But Arsenal has some actual ability to watch them in preparation for this. So it's like, okay, I know those players. Euro had me getting schooled last summer. I seen what Blackstone is about. We know Leah Williamson, captain of England. They ain't gonna help you today. Your girl's coming at you. We're getting these 3 points, all right? I know we got to get ready to roll out of here.
But no, I love this. Shout outs to everybody in the comments. We appreciate you greatly on watching on Twitter, watching through FanFest Live, watching on YouTube. Hey, Callie, it's the final hour of your shift. Hope you make it through happy, safe. Let's go cheer on these city women. It's on Paramount Plus. 6-point weekend incoming, like DT3 said.
We got some 2-goal predictions. 2+ wins, 3-1 or 2-0.
Go.
DC3 and Kate got the energy. All right. Ooh,
Let's
go
go
with the clean sheet. Let's get it, Kate. I love the energy.
Well, we'll be back at it next week, Saturday only for the men. Well, women are
New
on
episode coming this week. Shades of Blue podcast.
We are shades of
back,
blue.
baby.
Hey, we got some hot. We got some heat. We got some energy. A week off, so we well rested, baby. Y'all know the vibes. We appreciate you.